Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soraya, and today I want to talk about inner child wounds and how that impacts the twin flame journey. We've all had our journey so far in this life, and many of us had challenging upbringings in our own way. Life here on earth, the norm is ego, and it's very fear-based, and a lot of times we're taught all kinds of things about love and life and ourselves that might not necessarily be true. And so we meet our twin flame, usually in adulthood or in our teenage years, sometimes younger. I mean, twin flames can meet. But it's more common right now that people, meet their twin flame a little bit later in life. And all of a sudden these things are starting to come up, and you might even be, noticing things from your twin flame's past that are also coming up. Areas where your twin flame is sensitive because of their past, and where you're sensitive due to your past. And so sometimes it can feel like this is something that we can kind of feel a little bit powerless about, because we're like, this has been with us our whole lives. We've always struggled with this. This has always been a sensitive thing. And now we've got our twin flame. They're triggering those things within us. And that can definitely bring up some feelings about our feelings even. So I really want to address this and kind of dig into it, so that way you know what's going on, and absolutely that it can be healed, because it can. A lot of times people will feel like if it's trauma, you can't get past that, or if there's a lot of patterns around wounds, like for instance, there's like avoidance patterns or addictions and things like that surrounding things that are going on with either you or your twin flame. Sometimes it can feel like this is a lot to unravel. I feel like very set in my ways about this. I don't know how to live without these patterns. I don't know how to live without these beliefs. But I do assure you that everything can be healed. The key to healing ultimately is, having the right tools, the right support, having the teachings of union, which teach how to actually be with your twin flame and how to heal separation permanently. And also persistence, faith, like really committing to yourself. Jeff and Shalia, in their book that's linked beneath this video, they go over the keys to harmonious union. I love that section of the book. And all of those things are required, forgiveness, unconditional love, compassion, honesty. There's certain things that are so important to, really help you move through the challenges associated with healing twin flame separation, which is the most worthwhile thing you can do. I always tell people that, a lot of people, they'll go to school for, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, or longer, go to college for that length of time. And, I've been doing this work personally for over 6 years now, and I've changed my whole life in 6 years. And so it kind of sounds like a long time, like, oh, 6 years, or maybe it doesn't sound like a long time. It's interesting. Your experience of time is different when you're doing inner work. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It's like, on one hand, I feel like I've lived many, many, many lifetimes in the last 6 years. And at the same time, I'm kind of like, wow, like flew by, went by so fast. But, it's so worth it to take the time to heal. And the way that I see it, that helps me a lot, is recognizing that even if I wasn't with my twin flame, I want to be free of these patterns. Your twin flame is your ascension partner, meaning that they help you heal your relationship with God and your relationship with yourself. And so if you want to heal and you want to feel better and you want to improve your life, there's no one better for you than your twin flame. They are going to help you see the things that you can't otherwise see, or you could see, but it would just take a very long time to be able to see it. They're going to help you get to know yourself and really shine a light on these areas where you have this deep wounding. And so, it can feel challenging because these are sensitive places in your consciousness, but persisting, choosing to love yourself, having the right tools, having the right support, like you can heal this, you can heal anything. The mind alignment process we have available for trauma, which is extremely powerful. I've been through it twice. I had CPTSD, and nothing has helped me like the mind alignment process. So lots of support for you. You're not alone. I just want to put that out there on the front end. But yeah, your twin flame is absolutely going to mirror your inner child wounds and belief systems and all of that. Because you share one consciousness, they're going to reflect that back to you. So like if you have an abandonment wound from when you're young, chances are if that hasn't been healed yet, your twin flame is going to mirror things to you, and it will trigger wounding around abandonment, because whatever's unfinished, whatever's still in your consciousness, it will get flared up. It will get like a light will be shined on it. It'll be like, oh, there's a wound here. And so it's safe to have that experience, even though it's triggering, it's okay. This is part of the great gift that twin flames give us, is that we often believe that we're aware of everything in our consciousness, but we're really not. There's a lot under the surface for each of us, and so having our twin flame mirror those things is extremely valuable. So this is really a beautiful opportunity to be able to heal. And I do highly, like I said, highly encourage having support for this, because really support on the twin flame journey. Everybody needs it. I mean, honestly, this is such a unique journey, such a unique experience, that everybody needs twin flame support. So, the fact is that none of us were really taught this growing up. If you were taught about twin flames growing up, just to know that twin flames existed, that's so exceptional, and that's incredible. But the great majority of us, all we ever had exposure to were soulmate relationships and just people, trying to make it work, and teaching those patterns, teaching those belief systems around that. So, we all need support on the twin flame journey. We all need to learn the new paradigm of how to be with your ultimate lover, how to be with your divine mirror, how to heal separation and just heal ourselves. So, really lean into support, especially dealing with these sensitive childhood wounds, because you deserve that. And like I said, it can be very sensitive. Like I have been so tender in this place, and it has been so helpful to me to meet with my certified ascension. I'm a certified ascension coach, and I see a certified ascension coach every week. And it's been so healing for me to really receive that support, because I needed to be able to process these things that were very unconscious, that, for me, it felt super overwhelming, and it felt like I wasn't very conscious of what, like it was so deep. And so like having someone like be able to navigate that with me and point things out to me, as like from an outsider's perspective, but still very like, knowledgeable obviously of what's happening, was so healing for me. Having someone hold space for me, having someone, validate my experience in the areas where I needed to, know like, am I out of alignment here? Or is this like, what's going on here? Like helping me like see clarity and ask the right questions to help me dig deeper. So very important to have that. But all upsets can be healed with the mirror exercise. Trauma is healed with the mind alignment process. All upsets can be healed with the mirror exercise. And when I say all, I mean all upsets, okay? You're upset with your dog. You're upset with traffic. You're upset with your boss. You're upset with stubbing your toe in the morning. You're upset with anxious thoughts that you have when you're like going for a walk, like upsets with anything, upsets that you have with your feelings, upsets that you have with yourself, just upsets that you have with life in general. Every single upset can be healed, and everything that your twin flame shows you can be healed. And so the mirror exercise and the mind alignment process are really all you need. And what you will find is as you heal that inner child and those wounds from your past, you're going to start to see your twin flame mirror that. Your twin flame doesn't have a delay in terms of mirroring you, because you share one consciousness. The mirroring is instant. So, I mean, like, I cannot tell you, I cannot tell you how many times I've completed the mirror exercise and I'm like in step 4 and I complete the mirror exercise, and before I open my eyes, I get a text message from my twin flame. I cannot tell you how often that has happened. That is like just it's funny to me, but it's not surprising anymore, because that's just how twin flames are. Now, I'm not saying that after one mirror exercise, your twin flame's going to be like, I'm ready to live with you. Like, maybe not. It's just a matter of like, if you've resolved that particular block, you know what I mean? Like sometimes there's layers. Sometimes you need to kind of look at it and heal a bit more, to be able to uproot whatever it is that they're showing you. And so, but my point is that you will see results. It is effective. And so, you can heal these things. And even the things that you see with your twin flame, let's talk about your twin flame. Let's go into this experience of it. Okay. So let's say that, you're healing your inner child, you're doing the mirror exercise, you're processing your upsets, you've got your support, you're working through it, and you got your twin flame over there. And let's say that he's been through some severe trauma, or he or she has been through some severe traumas, or he or she has been through, he or she, having a hard time. He or she has been through some really challenging things, and you know that it's very sensitive, and maybe you can't even relate to the things that your twin flame has been through. Well, how do you help them heal? How do you help them navigate it? And here's the thing about twin flame healing. Because you're one, if you're healing your upsets and your challenges, that's a core choice that you've made to heal and to not remain in a pattern of staying stuck in their upsets. And so your twin flame is also choosing to heal. And so actually the most beneficial thing that you can do to help them is to actually focus and go all in on your own healing. Because when you do that, they choose that for themselves, and they're taking care of themselves. They're reflecting, they're doing the healing that they need to do in their own way. Even if they're not doing the mirror exercise, because you share one consciousness, they are in their own way healing those things. With twin flames, one of them might be, conscious of the inner work, doing the mirror exercise in twin flame ascension school. And the other twin flame might just spend a lot of time reflecting, or have a meditation practice, or maybe they play sports and it's very therapeutic for them. And while they're, playing basketball, for instance, they're thinking about their life, they're thinking about what's going on, they're feeling their feelings, they're processing. Maybe they go for runs and they're really processing all that energy and that upheaval from their own healing. And so you really can surrender that to God and know that they're going to be okay. And as you guys come together, as separation is healed, you can totally teach them the things that you've learned. You can teach them the mirror exercise. You guys can start watching Twin Flame Ascension School classes together and learn how to nurture your union and grow together even deeper and partner even more in your inner work and in your healing work. And so you absolutely can share all of this with them. You don't have to, worry about that though. You don't have to try to convince them to heal stuff from their past. It's just about you focusing on yourself. And as you're healing, because you share one consciousness, they get to also enjoy all the benefits of your healing, because you're one, that's not separate. So everything that you do to love yourself, you're also really loving them. With soulmate relationships, we think a lot of love like you're giving love to a person, because they're outside of you. You guys aren't one. And so you're packaging love and handing it to them energetically. This is the love that I'm giving you from outside of me. But with twin flames, because you're one, you loving yourself is the most loving thing you can do for them. And it's not to say that you're not going to do things for your twin, when you're in a relationship, of course, you guys are going to, do things for each other, but you're really not abandoning them when you're loving yourself. When you're loving yourself, you're loving them really well. And that's the most precious gift that you can give them. Because as you love yourself, you're healing, which raises your vibration that you share together. And they are also choosing to love themselves. It's not a codependent relationship. It's one where you're in your power. Your twin flame mirrors that by being in their power. And you guys are a power couple together. So yeah, that's kind of the basics of inner child work with twin flames. Everything can be healed, I promise. Listen, guys, I cannot tell you the unconscious patterns I've had, the stuff I've unraveled with my healing work through the mind alignment process and with the mirror exercise. These are literally the only tools I've used to heal through my upsets and my traumas. My primary in terms of the mirror exercise, that's my primary spiritual practice. And so those two things have absolutely changed my entire life. There are things listen, if I could describe, consciousness is so vast, but the truth is the depth that I've been able to go with such a simple practice as the mirror exercise, it's unreal, and you can grow in mastery in it, and it's incredible what the mirror exercise can do for you. I've changed my whole life in just this many years, and so I'm very confident in what it's able to do for you. And it's so worth it. Like, just to choose this for yourself is worth it. A lot of people start this journey because they want to be with their twin flame. They meet their twin flame and they're like, yes, I want to have this relationship. This is so beautiful. This is so divine. And they're right. But man, the healing that you do, it's so worth it just for that. Like, being with your twin flame and being with knowing that you're with the right person for you, those things are beautiful. But, healing your inner child, like, I thought that I knew what was going on in my consciousness and I thought I knew how to heal it. This work has taken me on a level I didn't know existed. And so you can heal anything and everything. It may require persistence, which is a skill that you've got to have. That's a choice that you have to make to be with your twin flame. Like, you've got to decide that you want to heal. If you don't want to heal, then twin flames aren't for you. Like honestly, because they're your ultimate lover and they're going to lead you to your ultimate life. And that requires you healing so that you can embrace a better life for yourself. You got to claim you're good with this one. You can't be with your ultimate lover and settle for a life where you're stuck in patterns at the same time. It's not a compatible choice. So it's important to claim you're good. You can heal, and nothing prevents you guys from being together. So you can heal right now and begin this process, doing the mirror exercise and healing it with the mind alignment process if you need trauma support. And when you guys are together, you can also work through some of these things together. So don't feel like you have to heal all your childhood traumas and upsets before you can be with your twin flame. That's not the case. That's an illusion. You can be with your twin flame right now and do it together. But if you happen to be experiencing separation right now, go on ahead and get started, go on ahead and start healing that stuff. So yes, everything can be healed. And when y'all are together, y'all can do some, I'm from the South, you guys can do some mind alignment process and, the different things that you have access to right now. If your twin flame is not doing this inner work, you can introduce them to it when that time comes, when it feels natural and good for you guys. But until then, your inner work is perfectly sufficient. And set yourself free. I want that for you. I want you to be able to feel what life can be like beyond your childhood fears and wounds and patterns and traumas. You deserve to know how good life can be, how light you can feel, what your energy can feel like, and just being able to be happy and thrive and, really like get your life back. If you've been through some things, you can really have your life back. You have to claim it and choose it and walk the path, but you can give this to yourself and it'll be the most valuable gift you've ever given yourself. So valuable, so important, and you're so worthy of that. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope it brought some peace to your mind and your heart and some next steps, some clarity on how all this works, and just the awareness of what to do if you find that you're noticing, childhood traumas and upsets and patterns coming up, and how that impacts your journey. So if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please do like the video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Share it as well, help it reach more people and help more people on this journey. And I will see you guys in the next video.